Hi, everyone. I know there isn't a lot of people in here yet, so I'm going to give y'all just a few moments before I turn this camera on because we got a special guest with us tonight. We do. We got a real special guest tonight. He's really excited about being here. So, okay. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and turn the camera. You want to turn the camera on? Go ahead and turn the camera on for him. Huh? Do you? Let's see here. Let's see what we can come up with here. Hold on. Let's see here. Look who's here. It's Johnny Cash. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Huh? Are you feeling better? Huh? As many of y'all know, the last week, Johnny, when he come in, he had been injured again. He couldn't jump up. He couldn't do a whole lot of anything, for real. But I want y'all to look at this little baby right here. This thing right here is what keeps me going. He's my world. And he's doing a lot better. He's getting his strength back. He can now jump up on the bed. Not really jump, but he can crawl up and get on the bed. I'm really proud of him. I was not able to take him to a vet. I'll go ahead and come out with that. I was not able to take him to a vet due to my finances. Not asking for anything or nothing like that. I'm just saying that I wasn't able to take him to the vet or nothing because of that. He is doing wonderful though. Wonderful. Stoned, I see where you had left a message saying that you might be able to make it. I'm praying for you. And I'm sorry I had to push back to 5:45. By me waking up late today, trying to catch up on all the events and everything of the day, of the week, basically, because y'all know I was out for a while myself, and I'll go into that in a moment. There's September. There's your buddy. Looky there. There's your September. You gonna say hi to her? He got shot again, September, and we almost lost him this time. We did. We almost lost him. But what's up, little boy? He him said he wanted to join the live for a few minutes and tell everybody hi. He's doing better. He still can't talk real loud. I know cats don't talk or whatever, but can you say something? You want to talk to him? He ain't gonna talk. He's actually probably hot right now. I just come back from the store, and he's sitting on me. I'm sitting in his spot, I should say. But he's doing wonderful. I don't think I could have taken him to a vet and him done as good as he's done. September, I don't know. But we put the word out, didn't we? We sure did. We put that word out that if the bullet ever comes out, it's a BB. It's got to be a BB. Got to be. But if it ever comes out, I'm going to send it off to Quantico. I've had enough of this. This is my baby boy. Him's the star of the show, real. And we're fixing to have more. My daughter, she has a cat named Yami. Well, many of y'all know my daughter is pregnant again with my second grandchild. And the 16th, I will get to meet my first grandson, Taylor, for the very first time because my daughter is bringing me her cat, Yami. And Yami's 3 kids that she just had. They're 4 weeks old. They'll be 5 weeks old when they get here. 2 girls and a boy. She said, you can get rid of them. And I was like, nah, what if I want to keep them? Because, I mean, that Yami and her babies to me are like Johnny is to me. I'm going to have to start, I guess we're going to start some kind of fund or whatever for Johnny's family. But Yami's only had one litter, too. One litter. I'm hoping that Johnny can understand that that's his cousin. So I'm hoping. I hope. But then my daughter had said something other about Yami has an appointment to get spayed, so I'm not getting Johnny neutered. I'm not clipping his balls. He's had his balls clipped enough by going outside and getting injured. That's how I look at it. Poor baby. He's not losing his balls. Yeah. But anyway, we have a full show tonight. I mean, a full show. Before that, though, I've touched, y'all seen the special guest here, Johnny Cash. And, yeah. No, do not snip on him. September said snip. He squinted his eyes. Anyway, I have been out for a while. Y'all know I'm sick myself. I was not feeling good at all. Been going through a lot of things, health-wise, mental and physical. Very, very rough road I went through just here recently. But it's all good. We bounced them back. Because when they say when it rains, it pours. I'm done with that raining and pouring mess, for real. But we do. We have a full show tonight. I don't want y'all to see my bathroom, man. Here, let me fix it like that. There we go. Well, you can still see it. There we go. Here we go. It is what it is, September. I really hate cancer. I've dealt with it since 2008. I'm not going to let it take me. I'm not. But I'm not going to sit back and take, man, it's getting cooler in here already when I shut the lights out. I'm not going to have radiation put in me. I'm not going to have chemotherapy put in me because I've watched that stuff just kill people instantly. Oops, sorry, Boogie. I've watched it kill people instantly, and I'm not going through it. Many of y'all know I did do the steroid treatment last winter, and it was working up until I had an increased amount of stress show up in my life. So, just have to really, really watch my stress. Let me think. But other than that, God is good. Did get my camper stabilized finally. Just last month, I was able to do that. How are you doing, September? I know you've been going through stuff with your mom's estate. How are you doing? I mean, I worry about all of my subs. We have 271. 271 subs. Super excited. Our sub count just continues to grow. But the way I see it with the subs, people have to earn their subscribers. People have to work for their content. And by that, I mean, hold on, son. I'm going to fix you here. Hold on. Mom's going to move her leg here real quick. Hold on. There you go. He's so content. Hold on, let me let y'all see him one more time. There he is. There's a baby. Look up. Say hi. I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. He's his mama's boy, for real. But I've heard where people have to admit it, even buy subscribers. If you have to buy a subscriber, you need to get hell off the streets. Please get off the streets here, because YouTube is so much not like what it used to be. So we're just going to do some housekeeping here real quick in the beginning here. YouTube is nothing like what it used to be. When I first come onto these streets, it was actually a long time ago, because I was taking some college classes and I had to do public speaking. I had to make a YouTube channel and upload a video. I mean, I'm going to find it. It's on an account. I don't have access to the account or whatever, but I do have the video somewhere. I can find it. All I have to do is look up the name. But, oh my God, you know, looking back on then compared to now, you didn't have people out here at each other's throats. This platform, in my opinion, is a platform for people to get on it and raise awareness with news. I mean, you know, we have all the news channels and stuff on here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not where, you know, and yes, as content creators, we cover these stories. I go in depth with everything, because I have lived the true crimes that we discuss. I have lived the domestic violence battles that we discuss. I have lived those attempted murders on my life that we discussed. I've been to prison. You name it, I've done it. Hey, lady, Stonegater back in the house. If I know then what I know now, well, let's just say, you know, I've contemplated that September. I have really contemplated that. But if we're not here or on the social media platforms sharing the missing, sharing the attacks and stuff that happen, our mainstream news really, mainstream news is what YouTube used to be. And now YouTube is more the news. And that's my own personal opinion and my own belief. Because you dropped everyone link chick. Where's my, I don't have you stoned. That's what I said. I need to give you a wrench too. I will whenever here shortly or so, whatever. Drop your link, or I'll drop it here in a little bit, or September can. She's got a winchy winch. I miss September. September has not been with us for a little bit, but neither have I. If y'all will do the YouTube things, you know, share it out. Oh, September. I mean, Stone, you want to see the special guest? Him's right here. That's our special guest tonight. He wants me to leave him alone now. I shouldn't have sat in this spot, but I wanted to, oh Lord, not that thing. Oh no. Nightbot, go to hell. I don't know how. He's a raccoon, you said. Who's a raccoon? Nightbot? Who's a raccoon? Who did I say was a raccoon? Nightbot or Johnny? Don't get me confused. Anyway, okay. So, that being said, I'm glad. I didn't say my special guest was a raccoon. Did I? That just confused me. No in right there. And since we're doing some housekeeping here, man, I wish I had more. I need more people in here before I touch on this. Yep. You probably already know what I'm fixing to touch on, Stone. And my mods that are in here, if I want y'all to do me a favor, if I send y'all just something random, like if some people come in our chat or whatever, and I don't want them in here, or they come in here acting up, yeah, I'm going to give them a few minutes. I'm going to call them out and give them a chance to come up and see what they got to say. And if they ain't got shit to say, we're doing them out. We're doing just like we did back when I covered Mark's case, which I'm still covering his case somewhat. Just miscombobulated. Yeah, I am a little bit. It's the heat. I'm telling you, it was miscombobulated. You hear September. Her said miscombobulated. Anyway, I need more people in here. I guess I'm going to have to break out that stripper pole I was talking about going to do. Me and my no teeth. Because I know some people have some stuff to say about me with no teeth. But, you already know. I will leave a live that I'm modding and come call somebody out. Say I won't, y'all know I will. But I have the creators that I work with. I have their backs. When I say I have their back, best believe it. Best believe it. Stone, I think me and you was the only one in there that night, wasn't it, when I called out no thanks bullshit, Doug? We're here, dollar bills. Start the bills to be thrown. And I did, and y'all know me, I usually don't run my PayPal, my, all that stuff. I usually do not run it. But, man, I don't even want to say this, but it's been bad. Really, really bad with him getting sick. And, it's been bad. So, I've got that running across the bottom. Let's see here. What else? Okay, I'm just gonna put it out. That there's some chick named Tropical Depression Gal or whatever. I wished I was September. I wish I was. Good thing. Hold on before I get in this tropical depression shit. My daughter did say that when she comes, she's bringing like this huge, tall cat tree thing. We may have to buy me a storage shed to put on out back of the house here, on the back of the camper. I don't know if many of y'all know it, but addiction is real. Yeah, exactly, Stone. Last year, there was a creator. Her name was Christy. I didn't know her personally. How I know of her is how she passed. She had passed of an overdose. Last night, when I was in a creator, I like their chat, she was playing us these videos of people who like to put her name in their mouth and they have no reason to. People barely get along. I like her. She's cool. I do. I like the one that Tropical Skank had in that video last night. This bitch had the audacity, this Tropical Skank hoe, Tropical Gal, whatever I think's her name. Hold on, I'll tell you. Oops, sorry, son. It's okay. Mama's just getting her notebook. Just got to have the notebook. Where is that at? I wrote down. I got a couple I'm fixing to call out here, to be honest. Tropical Gal. Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's her name. No. Yeah. You know which one I'm about, Gripsy. Stone Gator. There's a thin line that you just do not fucking cross. You don't fucking cross the thin line that I'm fixing to discuss. Addiction. Cunning, baffling, life-changing, heartbreaking addiction. You want to send me an email, Stoned, or am I in recovery? What? Am I in recovery? Yes and no. To be honest, we'll discuss that though. I'll just put it out. I had an overdose not long ago. I had an overdose not long ago. It wasn't I'm just going to get fucked up and go to the moon, right? It wasn't that type. A type I should not be sitting here having this live with y'all right now. A type of overdose that has taken so many people from me. So many people I've had to bury. Hi, Jimmy. Welcome to the live. Where are you going? Hold on, y'all. Let me get him readjusted here. Where you going, baby? Here, you want my move? Y'all hold on 1 second. Or I'm going to talk. I'm just going to flip around here. Or he's going to move one. He's moving. Hey, he's going to move. Y'all say goodbye to Johnny. Say bye. Bye-bye. He's lost a lot of weight. Don't worry. It'll never, ever, ever happen again. Promise you that. You better not eat my sandwich. That's my tuna. It won't ever happen again. Yeah, I said Cash. Johnny Cash, don't it? I heard a guy that overdosed. He was on his. Hold on, let me see here. I found a guy that overdosed. He was on his knees, face down, blood coming out of his eyes. I'm so sorry, Jimmy. In the past 3 years, I've lost my daughter's best friend, my brother, my cousin. Lost so many. So many. And hi, Crystal. Welcome in. Man, is that all it took was me saying tropical depression and bull? I'm not gonna cry either. I'm not. I bawled over this ordeal. But this bitch, this tropical depression, tropical skank, tropical whoever the fuck tropical is talking about this girl. Or was playing some videos or something. It doesn't even really matter. The fact of the matter is that you don't do that. You do not fucking do that. Especially when all you're doing is causing bullshit on the streets anyway. That's facts right there. I can't see my screen. I have Narcan. But the thing with Narcan is it's for opiate. It's for an opiate overdose. A methamphetamine overdose, charcoal and milk. Because you overamp. When you overdose on meth, you overamp. You feel like your body is on fire. you can't get enough to drink. You literally feel like you are dried the hell up. Thank you, Crystal. I'm getting into the shit with that tropical skank last night. How do you OD on meth and your heart not explode? All I can say is ask God. All I can say is ask God. Because, 1 minute my heart raced real fast, and the next minute it would, like, because that'd be when you're over amping, you're burning up, and it's I don't know. I don't know exactly, but all I know is I should not be sitting here doing this live. I shouldn't. And I fought with God, and I argued with God, and I'm like, why the hell am I still here? You know? No, I won't. I wasn't doing it voluntarily then. So, I mean, it is what it is. And I'm here, I guess, to be a voice. It's on the screen, September. If anyone needs to contact me, my information is running across the screen. I'm telling you, September. I'm telling you, I got a purpose. But this tropical skank hoe, I don't even know the old logistics. All I know is that she had mentioned Christy's name, and I'd remembered Christy passing from that, and not pot leave stoned alone. Yeah. So you tropical skank hoe depression bitch, who wants to put my friend Laura's name all up in her mouth, make bukus of stalkerish videos. I mean, for real, I'm gonna send you a jar of maraschino cherries and some whipped cream for every time you want to put her name in your mouth, bitch. For real. I'm not sure if that's the girl's name or not. For real, I should have wrote it down, but it's still that tropical skank hoe bitch don't need to be bringing up people who's passed, especially their voice, in stalker videos that they're making. I love y'all. Y'all always know how to make me laugh. But tell y'all right now, leave Perplex the fuck alone. Leave my friend Kit the fuck alone. I'm not afraid of anything anybody has to dish against me. But I promise you this. You want to dish stuff out at this bish? Let's not. I'm not talking. Let's not. Because I don't. No, I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about Tropical Gal. I'm calling her Tropical. Well, guess what? I'm the fucking hurricane that you wish you could be, Tropical bitch. And I can say that. Honestly, I feel like I can personally say that because Tropical skank. Have you ever been held against your fucking will? Tortured, cut with wire snips, raped continuously, injected with dope, and then not have cops believe you or anything like that? And this ain't just for trouble. This is for anybody who thinks they're greater than that out here on these fucking streets. Let's be real for a moment here before I get into the other stuff, to the world news. Let's get into the YouTube street news. Because I'm booted up. I mean, it's, the Boo Hill Rising, I'm booted up. Let's go. I got plenty of sleep last night. I overslept till noon today. How many of y'all out there can say that y'all have lived through some serial killer type shit? Survivor of child molestation, child sexual abuse, adult rape, intimate partner abuse. See the scar right here? I got scars all over my face. Cancer ain't killed me. And I'll be damned if a motherfucking man's gonna kill me. But you know what? Another one on that video last night we was watching, talking about she quit school, boo, boo, boo. Man, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Like September just said, we got a purpose. We do. We got a purpose. And yeah, you're right. And I'm sorry you went through that, Jimmy. I've run away from a motherfucker who had me held with nothing but my shoes on and the clothes on my back. I went through 5 women's shelters in a period of 2.5, 3 months to get away from a son of a bitch. 5. Down here down in East Prairie, Missouri, all the way up to the other side of St. Louis. I went to Georgia. Prosecutor would not take and file an arrest warrant because he was being blackmailed by this son of a bitch. Finally, though, fuck yeah, I'm safe now. Yeah. The devil himself really won't fuck with me now. They won't. Because I survived. Everything that has been through at me to kill me, I've tried to kill myself. I ain't dead yet. I'm not going to be dead yet. There's times I wish to God I was, but yeah. Like I just said, though, if I die, or if we're, not just me, if those of us who had survived traumatizing situations, why should we want to die? For real, why should we want to die? Okay, September. Yeah, because here in about 5 minutes, maybe not even 5, I'm going to jump into the world news. We got a bunch of, I'm going to give y'all a heads up. I got Trump's indictment. I've got Madeline Kingsbury's baby daddy, Adam Farbreville, or whatever his name is. I've got his criminal complaint. I've got a little short video of the Parkland shooting, the 911 calls of that. Let me see. I might be able to give you a wrench real quick. Stoned. Stoned, I believe I just modded you. Kill me for something. Exactly. You know, that's the thing with cancer. Cancer ain't gonna kill me. Before I let that shit take me out, and I know that's what's taking me out, oh, I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna tell you right now, that'll be one time I will go to sleep. Promise you. Promise you that. So, this tropical whore, whatever the fuck she is, stalker, bitch, back the fuck off. You're welcome. You're welcome. I usually have almost everybody modded for real. But let's see here. I was just looking to see something here real quick. What are y'all thinking of former President Trump being indicted? Where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start slow and easy, or y'all want to start hardcore tonight? I just gave you a wrench. You gonna lay? I'm joking. If you need to lay down, go ahead. Stoned, I understand. I don't know how long I'm gonna. But when I start this first video that we're gonna watch, I'll be repositioned then because I got to have my pillows. If Johnny Cash will get off my notebook. You see, I like him too. The thing I like about Trump, he's a businessman first. I actually applied to be part of his press release team. Backed out. Got scared. Because I was like, no, because that means I'd have to get on an airplane. And I'm not doing that. I can fly the airplanes, you know, whenever we're transporting people like Kohberger or Jordan Bond or Slooth. His name's Slooth, but I call him Slooth. I can fly those planes now pretty good. But, yeah, as far as me getting on a plane, negative. Not going to happen. And so actually, that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the Natalie Holloway case. Because I guess, we're just going to roll with it. It's going to be a pretty long one. So, there's a chance, too, September, that you could go and then come. What? It's my notebook. Don't look at me like that. If you need to take a nap or whatever, go rest or something, I'll probably still be going when you get back because this is going to be a pretty lengthy one. A lot of information. I went to bed last night before midnight. I think, well, no, it wasn't before midnight. It was a little bit after because I think it was like 11:30. It was after midnight when I went to bed. Slept till noon, woke up, and I knew Kohberger had court today. But I was like, Lord have mercy. We had the Trump indictment come out. We had Kohberger court. We had, Slooth appearing in federal court. I said, wow. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't. But that is that. Y'all ready to get this show started? Put a purple heart in the chat if y'all ready to get this show started and hit that like, please. I see I got 6 people. Well, it's showing now I got 4. Did it say 6? Oh, well, I don't care. I done come to the conclusion if they want to watch me, they can watch me. If they don't, I don't care. There's a lot of live streams going right now, though. A lot. Today has been a very, very, very busy day. Very busy. So, and if y'all send me anything like an email or after I watch it, unless whenever we're watching a video or something, I will take and I'll look at it then. All right, so there's 2 of y'all. Where's my other 2? Well, one of them's on my phone, so so we need one more. My channel is not monetized. I'll go ahead and throw that out. I'm not monetized. I'm a broke-ho. I can say that. What I do for work, I draw disability. I'm sick. For real, I literally am sick. There's some little live here at a restaurant out back behind a restaurant, the RV park that they own. We do have some truckers over there. I mean, I guess I could be joking. I don't cast shame on nobody though, because I mean, people have to make money the way they have to make money. So, yeah, put me a sign, put Johnny Cash out on the corner with a sign, panhandling. He just raised his eyes at me like, no. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is this right here. La, 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 la. Y'all ready? Let's go. y'all hear me? I grabbed me a bottle. Okay, now just bear with me, y'all, for a second. Okay. I'm telling you. I hate freaking Cricket Wireless. And I know that's what it is. I know that's what it is. All right, now I'm going to mute out and go over to Court TV, and y'all let me know if y'all can hear them, okay?
Alabama and in Idaho today because there are some massive hearings in the 2005 Natalie Holloway this morning. He had his first court up. Court TV legal correspondent Kelly Craft was inside the afternoon to you. You were in, and just tell us all about what was Vandersloot's demeanor, etc., and took place.
Well, good afternoon, Ted. Yes, we just left the courtroom months ago where Joran Vandersloot appeared for the first time, and we hadn't seen him in a long time. This was the first time Natalie Holloway's family had seen him. Well, he actually told the court that he was charges of wire fraud as well as extortion. These are in connection with prior to the hearing. Joran Vandersloot brought in. He had just normal demeanor, heading out to a bar or around a pair of blue jeans. He sat down the porter to get an interpreter on the line up in Vandersloot. That's when we had a bit of an exchange between the two of them. Joran Vandersloot just simply said, "I don't think this is necessary. We do not need that interpreter." The room was also filled with dozens of federal prosecutors. It was really a show of force on the prosecution side for this case. Of course, they have worked so hard, so diligently to bring Joran Vandersloot here. He was indicted on these by a grand jury back in 2010. Natalie Holloway was there, of course. Beth, she walked in poised and elegant as always, along with Natalie's father, her brother, dozens of family were also there. I had the chance to sit next to one of Natalie's best friends. She told me, "I have been waiting 18 years for this." I also had a chance to speak with Beth Holloway. We talked for a bit, and I asked her if she wanted to say anything. She said at this time she did not want to say anything. A family spokesman told me that later on that she would be issuing a statement. And of course, all of this comes from this back and forth that was taking place to bring Joran Vandersloot here. He was in Peru. Flores, that was back in 2010. So the United States has been working to bring him back here to face these charges. Just last month, Peru and the United States came with them to temporarily bring him here. This is because of the treaty between the United States and Peru. So he arrived yesterday here in Birmingham at the International Airport. He transported, it was a caravan. He was taken over to the Hoover City Hill, where he stayed overnight. He was brought here to the courthouse about 9:30 this morning, and then the arraignment got underway. That was 12 and Eastern. for interest in this case. I mentioned about a family and friend. We have a chance to for quite some time with the family spokesperson. You're going from him a little bit later, but we did do a pretty extensive interview. Also inside the courtroom, it was a really short arraignment. It took only about 5 minutes once the judge officially charged him with told him about the charges that he was facing. He pled not guilty, and then that was the extent of it. There wasn't much else to say. They were going to be guilty. This was not the time for him to do that. Another time. So then the judge discovery process, so the information between the parties going to begin. That from Birmingham, Alabama. Ted, we'll send it back to you in the studio, but this was a long time coming. It was really interesting to see they come family as well as Beth they had to say.
No, but we've heard this happens. People think, I saw him smirking, or how would you describe his general demeanor?
So, Ted, we were sitting just a few rows back, and as I mentioned, the front seats were federal prosecutors. So, again, they really had this show up for us. So we were back a few. Even the best friend, one of Natalie's best friends that I sat next to, said, you would think that we have been waiting so long for this, meeting her, that we would view us and as if he sitting here and he kind of walked in toward the side like this. He is a bigger guy. He had on this white tight t-shirt, and he seems buff. And so seeing him next to some of the other people is interesting. This was the first time that I've seen him in person. So when he walks in, and he has been described like this before, you did see this presence, and I was wondering, am I going to feel that when he walks in? Yeah, I certainly did. You knew he was coming, and then he just sat down calmly and again said he did not need the interpreter. That was not necessary. So we did hear him speak, and then of course entered his plea of not guilty. He said he understood that the charges that he was facing, and that was that. And looking else around the courtroom, watching Beth, Greta Van Susteren, she was sitting next to Beth Holloway. They have had a long relationship. When Beth walked into the courtroom, they hugged for quite some time, was hugging people, and as for her, she felt united out of the people she hadn't seen in quite some time. As it was such a chilling moment. Hear from him later in the show. Ted?
Thank you for your reporting, and we'll be hearing about the
I'm back. Did y'all miss me? When we go through something like that, what we just went through with the sound and stuff, will y'all please drop a 2 in the chat for me, or drop a 3 in the chat for me. That way I'll know that y'all can't hear. Okay? Dolly Bear, I've been sick. And, yeah, I've been sick. Johnny Cash got shot again. He wasn't doing good at all. He's still not out of the woods yet. He was a special guest on the show tonight, starting the show. He's right here beside me now. Yeah, it's been wild. It has. It's been wild. But, yep. What do y'all think of that? The Natalie Holloway case. Let's get your input on this. Natalie Holloway went missing 18 years ago in Aruba. And I thought that was kind of cool, too. Not cool. But on their flight back from Lima, Peru, they went and got Slooth. We didn't hear it. Didn't hear what? You didn't hear any of it, Stone? Yeah, I was. See, it don't take but a second. Where did Jody Sue come from? Dolly? Where'd Joe from? Y'all are confusing me in chat. So I'm just going to ignore chat for a minute. I mean, I'll keep an eye at it, but yeah. Anyway, Natalie Holloway went missing 2005. God, it's been 18 years. God almighty. But I find it a little bit, I don't know the word for it right now, humorous and, what is it, Turd? There's nobody here. Humorous and karmasmic. I guess. Look, I'm gonna make up a new word. Karmasmic, where karma is just orgasmic and hits you. But on the flight back from Peru yesterday, it was a red eye. I'll tell you that much. It was a straight shot. It wasn't nothing like Brian Kohberger's. Nothing. They left Lima, Peru yesterday morning at 7:45, and they flew straight from Peru to the international airport at Birmingham. Yes. And they passed by Aruba, it looked like. Oh, okay, Dolly. I was like, what? I don't like Jody Sue. I'm just saying, I don't like her. I didn't like her. I'm a little bit. Y'all know how I am with Summer's case. It's just. I want to know where the fuck Summer. That's coming up the 15th. Karmasmic. That's what we're going to name it. Karmasmic. What, Dolly? Oh, okay. It's been a while. Y'all miss me? Have y'all missed me? I know Dolly did, because Dolly's like, where you been? I've missed y'all too. I've missed y'all too. I did say karmasmic. A karma orgasm. It's karmasmic. Karmasmic. I'm going to spell it out for you. There you go, y'all. That's the word of the day. Karmasmic. Everybody's going to be like, what the hell is a karmasmic? Oh, Lordy. But anyway, Slooth, or however you say his name. I just been calling him Slooth. He He is in federal custody. So, yay, I got a federal case finally to work with. That y'all's homework assignment. Y'all have to go and say, it's charmasmic. So a lot of people are going to be like, what the hell is charmasmic? So you just have to check out the Boots channel to find out. But yeah, they flew over Aruba, in that area. And I kind of thought that was interesting a little bit. It's charmasmic. Charmasmic is what it was. So he is in federal custody. You heard in the video how they said that, he was going to plead, he was going to plead guilty, but the judge says this is not the time or place. In federal trials, and I'm a federal felon, so I can say this stuff. Y'all probably think I'm an entitled bitch when it comes to what I say, for real. But I'm not entitled. I'm not arrogant. I've just lived this shit, and I know what it's about. I'm not I just know a lot of stuff. I'm on the internet constantly. So, I mean, I research. I get my receipts. I do my research. And I've lived this shit. But anyway, so he was transported back by federal marshals. He, and that might be why Brian got to take little breaks and stuff like that. Brian Kohberger got to take breaks and stuff like that because he's not federal. I don't think that I know of yet. Well, no, he's not because his court records would show it that he was. But I don't know. I need to do some digging into that. Anyhow, so he appeared today. I knew it would be today or coming up because whenever you're in federal custody, once you get arrested on your indictment, they take and you go before a judge. I self-surrendered my own indictment. I had no clue what the hell. No clue. I was just taking my ex-husband's money. And the marshal guy was like, do you have, when I parked my car or whatever, he was like, do you have any money or whatever? And I was like, well, yeah. So I had to take that with me. And when I got into the federal building, and this was back in 2009, when I got into the building, I remember going down to actually, he got me out of my car in the main parking lot of the federal building, took me into this area I call Area 357, because you know how Area 51's out of this world, charmasmic. I like that word now. All the things I thought I had been seeing, were playing with my mind prior, they weren't. There were AT&T trucks. There were electrical trucks. There was, that's a whole nother life, a whole nother day. But anyhow, they took me up, went through getting intook by marshals. I remember them putting me in a car and saying that I was going to county. I was really mad at this point because, for one, I was like, what the hell? They had served me the indictment, and I'm like, I was really pissed then, but I had a feeling that whenever my ex-husband had got indicted, that I would be indicted with him because me being husband and wife. Well, I remember they took me, shackled me at my wrist and my feet. I remember getting into the cop car, getting to the county, and then the cop's phone rang or whatever, and they was like, bring Natasha McMillan back, or Natasha Walsh McMillan, that was my name then. I had my maiden name on my indictment too. Bring her back. We're going to go ahead and do her, her proceedings tonight. No big deal, right? Night court, right? Nah, you usually don't have night court. So I went before a judge, and the United States of America posted my bond. It was a $10,000 bond. So yeah, the United States government indicted me conspiracy charge with my husband and posted my bond, placed me on pretrial. I got to leave that night and go home. That was Now that's a karmasmic experience right there. For all the fuck, yeah, that was a karmasmic experience right there for me. Um, but just like me, Vander Slooth, that he was transported yesterday internationally. Today, he was seen. He had his what's called basically an arraignment. Taken back. He's being held detention. Sure that I think that's what it might have been today was a detention hearing possibly. He will be there. The next thing that will happen is he's going to go through a pretrial section where they'll do a PSI, a pre-sentence investigation on him. Uh, Natalie Holloway is going to get justice, considering that there were charges against him and they were dropped because they liked the evidence or whatever. There will be justice in Natalie's case now. I feel 100% comfortable saying that. He's already serving time over there in Peru, so he may go back. They may run a concurrent where he has to go back and do his time over there and then come here. I mean, he may have to, for real. So we've got Natalie Holloway's case done. Now let's see. In Winona, Minnesota, I think it's Minnesota. Madeline Kingsbury, she went missing March 31st to be exact, but I do believe. We're gonna go over her criminal complaint, or we're gonna go over some of her stuff. Yesterday, there's been 2 press conferences. I'm not gonna do the first press conference. I will show the second one maybe. Yeah, I will show the second one because there have been some questions asked about why there are certain charges and stuff like that. This case, when I'm reading this stuff, I may get emotional on y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you. Madeline Kingsbury's events, basically around her life. Her birthday was the 1st. My Maddie Bear, my daughter's best friend, Madison Lambert. Y'all hear me talk about her a lot. God, I miss her. Her and Maddie Kingsbury had so much in common, to be honest. Both nursing fields, both had kids, both had idiots as baby daddies. No offense, Kip, if you're watching. Or Bo, I'm sorry. And yesterday, before the press conference, I was talking to my daughter, and I was like, I'd mentioned Maddie. I'd said Maddie, and she was like, our Maddie? My daughter did. And I just broke down bawling. I was like, maybe not our Maddie, but my Maddie was given a hot shot, and she died. She went missing December 26, 2020, and we found her body 4 weeks later, or they found her body 4 weeks later. She was found in the same spot in the area that I had searched myself, and had they not said that Madeline Kingsbury was found in a spot that had been searched previously, I probably wouldn't have broke down as bad as I did, but it broke me down pretty bad hearing that yesterday. But we are going to get right into the criminal complaint. I'm going to read through it with y'all, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the actually. Would y'all want to do the criminal complaint first? Or y'all want to do the press conference first? 1 for complaint, 2 for press conference. Because honestly, I feel like the complaint, I don't know. What do y'all want to do? don't know, it's whatever, for real. Or actually, before we get into that, because I need to like take a couple good deep breaths, dive into my stuff. I think what I'm gonna do, the Parkland school shooting. Hey, Kimberly's memories. Uh, please drop your link. You want to do the press conference? Okay, well, I'm not doing the press conference from where they found her, but it'll catch up on some of that. So we will do that. But what I was going to say is I also have the compilation of 911 calls from the compilation of videos and radio calls from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas shooting in Parkville. I mean, it's Parkland. I have that also. So we'll go ahead and do this press conference. I'm going to mute out, cam out, and the only reason I'm doing that is because Johnny's trying to move on me, and I need to get him situated again. He's having a lot of problems when he stands up walking right now. He wants to go outside so bad, but he can't just yet. So while we're watching that, while y'all are watching that, I'm going to get him repositioned. Okay. And again, if you cannot hear once I start, please drop a 3 in the chat. Okay, honey, give me a second. Drop a 3 in the chat. That way I'll know. And we'll do just like we did last time. Okay.
apprehension. We can assist and investigate. Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm Bonnie Bowman. I'm here to assist. You will offer. Will have. As always, I caveat that just begin to be able to discuss today, respect and as we get into the question portion of. In the meantime,
good afternoon. I'm Winona County, and I'm here today to file charges against Adam Taylor Fryville for the murder of Madeline Kingsbury. Behind me,
if you're fed up with the line, everyone else at school has,
is the team I have assembled to prosecute county attorney team. Mr. Prokopovich is Dakota in the criminal division. Team and intentional murder and murder. Some of you may be wondering why my office did not charge first murder against Mr. Fryville at this time. Let me explain the law in Minnesota. In order to charge first-degree murder, a case before a grand jury, and the grand jury decides whether there is probable cause to support an indictment for first-degree murder. Because this case remains an ongoing law enforcement investigation, we may seek additional charges in the future. At this time, standing that Mr. Fryville remains in custody, the judge this morning his bail at $2 million unconditional and $1 million conditional. His next court appearance is scheduled for July 20th, 2023 at 1:45 p.m. We know many of you are concerned for the well-being of Maddie's two children. They remain in Maddie's father's care and will stay there for the time being. The child protection case that my office is handling remains open and active. A determination in that CHIPS or child protection matter will be made at a later date. We have heard from so many individuals how wonderful a person Maddie was. She had a bright future, and Mr. Fryville took that from her. By charging him today with her murder, we intend to hold him accountable to the fullest extent of the law. Thank you.
that ends the prepared statements. We're ready to take some questions again. Go ahead. Share. So if you have a question, feel free.
Ms. Sonneman, how do you think Maddie was killed?
At this time, I can only say that the investigation is ongoing and active.
If Mr. Fryville does go out, will he be able to see his children? Can you explain kind of how these
Yes, a good question. There's also a family court custody case going on as well, which is, so there's really 3 proceedings. But in the child protection case, there were certain conditions in that case also where Mr. Fravel could have supervised and secure visitation with his children, meaning in a secure site, under observation, basically. If he bails out, the court allowed him to continue to have that supervision under those conditions that were in the child protection case. So that.
You plan on asking that to be revoked, though?
There is a later hearing in the child protection case, and I can't comment at this time on that, but
Can you explain why there are 2 separate second-degree murder charges? What is the difference?
there are two charges, because one is called intentional murder and the other is unintentional. And at this time, but we can charge those 2, and based on the evidence with certainty from our perspective, beyond a reasonable doubt, those are the most serious charges we can charge now. The difference between those is that the individual's conduct would be intentional to cause the death of a person. The other is that their actions unintentionally cause the death of the person.
Can you go into detail about your depth about the difference between intentional and unintentional?
Well, I would refer you to the Minnesota statutes, but it's basically just that a person had the intent to cause the death of another individual and took such actions that were intentional, and the result was that person was killed. Unintentional is just as it really states, that actions were taken and that person didn't really mean to have that, whatever the actions they did, they didn't really want it to result in a death, but it did.
Was Maddie abused?
You talk about during the Zoom hearing, your special prosecutor told the judge about Fravel mocking officers, making flippant comments. Could you share a little bit more light on your actions?
I went into great detail, but what he was referring to was when as part of the child protection proceeding, the children were, he had the children, and as you can, if you've read the complaint, and please read the complaint because it's very detailed, and it'll answer a lot of your questions. But as we put in the complaint, he went and took the children from the daycare and brought them to his parents' house. So at the time the child protection case was initiated, the children were with him in his parents' house in Mabel, Minnesota. And so part of the child protection case was that Winona County was taking custody of those children, and law enforcement went to secure the children, and that's where some of those behaviors were exhibited by Mr. Fravel.
Was Maddie controlled?
Just a second. She's. Go ahead.
Sure. In the press conference yesterday, you mentioned digital evidence that helped you locate Maddie's body. Is that the video footage that was outlined in the complaint, or was this something different? And so can you describe a little more as to what?
Well, and I think I didn't say that. Chief Williams did.
Sure. Sorry. I see him standing.
Yeah, but at this time, again, I can only say that this is an ongoing and active law enforcement investigation, and we have just started our prosecution. So
there are instances in the complaints controlled and abused during their relationship by Adam.
Again, our case is ongoing as far as law enforcement investigation, and what's in the complaint is what's in the complaint. And again, this is just the beginning of this case, and there's more investigation to do, but there are no charges. But again, first-degree murder can only be obtained through a grand jury proceeding.
Well, what happens after July 20th?
It depends on what happens on July 20th. So, okay, so.
Any
Time for a couple more.
you can share?
In the complaint, it mentions that someone matched Frable's description was that license plates on Madeline's van. Can you confirm this was him? And what was he doing with the license plate?
As the complaint indicates, we stated it was an individual that was observed, license plates, and those are the type of issues that we would want to identify if this case goes to trial. So,
Did he go straight to the body was eventually found, or did he go to the farm first? And there's an unaccounted for 45 minutes, it says.
again, our case and law enforcement is an ongoing investigation. It's still active, and those are issues that I can't comment on now.
Did additional charges come out of Fillmore County in terms of possibly moving the body, concealing it?
I'm sorry, what?
Additional charges in Fillmore County?
Again, this is an ongoing investigation. I'm sorry I keep having to say that, but I don't want to compromise the integrity of either the law enforcement investigation or case.
And that is
Thank
all
you.
we have time for today. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
do want to clarify, though, Lou, to your question, it's in the charging document, but the medical examiner's office did rule that the manner of death was homicidal violence. So it is in the charging documents if you have read those. If you haven't, I highly suggest that you do. It adds a lot of context as to why these charges and some more context to the case as well. And just for myself on a personal note, I want to thank you all for being out here. I know for many of you it's a decent drive to get out here to Winona, and we really appreciate your continued coverage of this case. It has made a really big difference in keeping up the confidence and the spirits of the community as we continue to work through what is a really difficult case and prosecution and ongoing investigation, as we've said. So thank you again so much all for being here.
Yes, thank you all.
Okay, so as y'all heard, that was pretty interesting. Can y'all hear me okay? What is DP? Minnesota doesn't have DP. Is that sorry, Johnny. Stone, what is DP? Let's search it out. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? 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 Anybody in here with me? I don't think so. I think I lost them. Johnny, I think we lost them, child. I think we lost them. Okay. There, Stone. I thought we were alone. And y'all see me. Y'all know I have these sores that pop up. I have a bad one on my nose. I don't know where it come from or whatever. I ended up with one of the bumps I get in both of my ears this time. And I cannot have. I know that sores are required to have scabs and stuff like that to heal. Me, whenever I get a scab or whatever, that infection stays there, it seems like. And it's really, really bad. So, turn that off. Is that better? I'm so what's September say? Well, I go so discombobulated. Again, I'm very thankful for all of you that are here with me tonight. Yeah, Stone, what is DP? What is that? You can't really see it because I have it covered up with makeup. Y'all know how I am. But yeah, there's a spot there. Pretty bad. Oh, they don't? See, the thing, one thing about, though, whenever these, we've seen a lot of judges giving out, every court case that we've had has had a guilty plea. The Attorney Gary Zarulo trial is the first one I think I've seen where it didn't have a guilty plea. You went look when the video was playing. My nose? No, it's there. I just have it covered up. The thing about with these guilty pleas and the judges giving these people life and parole, the way the world is these days, I feel like their commission is going to take them out faster than a death penalty will. Honest to God facts. But anyway, I have a spot in my ear over here, and it's always my left ear that's worse, and it has a scab over it. And well, it's not doing too well. I'm not doing too well health wise, for real, in all actuality. But I'm gonna be all right. So, Maddie, I pray we don't get no more Maddie cases, especially a Maddie that has as many similarities as my Maddie. So, now guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over the complaint. We're gonna go over the complaint now. So, let me get that moved. Please hold. And like I said, whenever I switch screens or whatever, it does give it a moment to, you have to give it a moment to buffer. I was watching it on my phone, though. Next time I go live, I'm going to do StreamYard instead. I didn't buy the premium packages this month. I wasn't able to be honest. But next time I do a live, I'm going to do... I'm going to do StreamYard. I like Restream for the fact that it has a lot of different... but for real. But I'm not liking the buffering stuff like that. I've found that I don't really have that much buffering with... Restream is free, but you can pay to get upgrade. StreamYard... StreamYard's free. But if you want some extra perks and stuff like that, you have to pay for it. Just like everything, though, I feel. But I like Restream because, like, at the beginning of my live, I can do, other than my intro, shout-outs to Mischecking Convictions. And how did y'all like how I did that? Like, with everybody's channel name and stuff like that, how I put that out there like that? Something different. Over at the Boot Hill Rising, she is booted up and ready to go. Yeah. And see, like, I want to say month before, there's some months where I will stream a lot. health pending, internet pending. And then there are some times where I won't stream hardly none. So this last month I was like, well, shoot, let me go ahead and try it. I thought I was Daddy Warbucks, so I had a little bit of money come in from taxes and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, yeah, it didn't last long. So, please hold for a moment because I'm going to refresh the screen and get us onto the probable cause affidavit. So please hold. Okay, can y'all hear me? I was afraid I lost y'all for a few moments. Embarrassing. This is embarrassing. You can hear me? Okay. I started to cuss it for real. All right, so let me see here what's going on. Make sure all this going. Let me put y'all right there so I can see you somewhat. Yeah, I wasn't sure. So y'all can see that okay. I can see it. Am I sounding okay still? Man, I tell you, and see, I use Microsoft Edge now a lot more than I used to use Google. I don't even know. It's just a mess. All right, so this is a 7-page State of Minnesota, County of Winona, District Court, 3rd Judicial District, Prosecutor, file number 65187, court file number 85-CR-23-937, document in reference to human remains being found yesterday in Minnesota that have since been identified as those of missing Minnesota mother Madeline Kingsbury. Okay, if at any time y'all need me to stop, just I don't know, throw a purple heart, because Maddie's life was taken because of domestic violence. I don't know how many of y'all were around last month. In May 5th, 2005, my mother lost her life to domestic violence. And it took me 18 years to be able to put that out there. That's what cost my mother her life. But in 18 years, I went through quite a bit myself, so, yep, it's a hard day for me this year. She actually was taken to the hospital and put on life support May 4th, in which she had a subarachnoid hemorrhage that took her life. For being hit in the head. Look at me, I took a golf club to the head, a golf club handle, a 10 iron to the head, ball bats, fist, yeah. So, if any time y'all need to stop, just throw up a purple heart. Okay? Because I'm going to try something, see if maybe it just won't buffer out since I won't have to switch screens. Prayers, please, for the Madeline Kingsbury family. Prayers to anyone who is going through anything in their life right now. I would like for you to, hold on 1 second here. I would like for y'all to take and know that you are not alone, for one. And 2, if you need help with anything, reach out. That's my ticker I'm running at the bottom right now. So let's go. And I have my little notebook, my handy dandy notebook. This is the first time I've read through this criminal complaint. As like, when we got the Brian Kohberger affidavit, I usually, whenever I'm going to do a live and discuss documents, I'll wait and go through them with you guys myself. Yeah, I don't know if this is not redacted in any way that I know of. I don't believe. If I come across a spot that needs to be redacted, I will take and I will redact it. But I believe that if I believe if it needed to be redacted or whatever, if there's anything in it that needed to be redacted, then they would have stopped it. So, okay, here we go. State of Minnesota is the plaintiff versus Adam Taylor Fravel, date of birth 1/29/94, 42227, County Road 18, Mayville, Minnesota 59454. Defendant, complaint, order of detention. The complainant submits this complaint to the court and states that there is probable cause to believe defendant committed the following offenses. In the press release, remember, she said there was, the 2 murder charges or whatever. Here's where we're going to use. Count 1, murder in the 2nd degree. And then Minnesota Statute 609.19.1 sees 1 with reference to 609.19.1. Maximum sentence carries is 40 years in prison. Offense level felony. Offense date on or about my birthday, March 31st, 2023. Control number ICR number 2300538. Charge description. That on or about March 31st, 2023, in Winona County, Minnesota, Adam Taylor Fravel caused the death of a human being with intent to effect the death of that person or another, but without premeditation. Count 2. Murder in the second degree. Minnesota Statute 609.19.2, parentheses 1, with reference to 609.19.2, parentheses 1. Maximum sentence 40 years in prison. Offense level felony. Offense date on or about 3/31/2023. Control ICR 2300538. Charging that on or about March 31st, 2023, in Winona County, Minnesota, Adam Taylor Fravel caused the death of a human being without intent to effect the death of any person while committing or attempting to commit a felony offense other than a criminal sexual conduct in the first or second degree with force or violence or drive-by shooting. Y'all understand the counts? And the cough drop. Okay, statement of probable cause. On March 31st, 2023, Stone, can you drop a trigger warning with flags for me, please, in caps, pretty please? Thank you. Trigger warning. On March 31st, 2023, at approximately 8:20 p.m., the Winona Police Department was contacted by a person who identified herself as a friend of Madeline Kingsbury. Oh, man, I should have took that out. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Maybe I should have read this first, but, yeah, I didn't. Color. Need to do draw. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to knock that out. Y'all hold on a second, okay? I'm going to talk, but I'm going to take and I'm going to make sure that Maddie's information is not available, okay? So that's all I'm going to do is just run through that real quick. Because, yeah, I know from personal experience. I mean, Adam Fravel, I don't care. I'm leaving his up there. I don't care. So, please hold. I mean, I know that I may end up leaving stuff out or whatever, but like I'm not going to put her job out here or the name of the storage unit that it's talking about and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. There's a town called Choice in Minnesota. Okay. And this trigger warning is going to be for do TWS dash graphic language, graphic details. Please, Stone. Appreciate it. watched the Gabby Petito movie again the other day. Not the other day, I think it was last week when I watched it. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let me get here and we can share it out. What was that there? I appreciate y'all being here with me tonight, the ones that are with me. It means a lot. I know in time I will get this channel built up. So, it's fine. You're fine, Stone. Like I just said, I'm glad you're here, girl. Glad you're here. Okay. So, statement of probable cause. March 31st, 2023 at approximately 8:20 p.m., the Winona Police Department was contacted by a person who identified herself as a friend of Madeline Jane Kingsbury. The friend reported... I wonder if I can do it like this. Hold up. Then I don't have to talk. Is that better, y'all? I think they read better than I do anyway. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta get the thing right. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta get the right. And I found this by public. I mean, this is a public record. I mean, it was online. It was where I found it. So yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt. I cannot get the sound for this woman. Is what I'm trying to do. I can't get the sound for this woman. Is what I'm trying to do. Give me 1 second. I can't get. Please hold. Okay, so that's not working out with that. So I'll just take, and guess what? Y'all get to hear my voice. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna do StreamYard next time instead of this one, because this one is causing me to have a whole lot of headaches, and I don't like that. And this has been a lengthy one, and most of it would have been we done been through a lot of stuff had I not had technical difficulties. So here we go. Let me check, make sure everything's working. One of these days, I'm gonna have like a whole setup the way I want it to be set up. So, right. So the friend reported to police that she was concerned with the health and safety of Madeline. According to the friend, Madeline had not attempted to contact or communicate with her throughout the day, which the friend indicated was unusual. The friend was concerned and had gone to Madeline's residence, saw her minivan in the driveway, and knocked on the door, and no one responded. The friend also told police that she... can y'all hear me okay? Drop a 1 if you can hear me, stoned. See, stuff like this is why I get aggravated and why I don't do lives a lot of times. Okay. And I know I shouldn't get aggravated like that. But, yeah. Alright, back to where we were. So the friend indicated that, it was unusual for Maddie to not be in contact. The friend was concerned, had gone to Maddie's residence, saw her minivan in the driveway, and knocked on the door, and no one responded. The friend also told police that she was aware that Madeline was having issues with her significant other, who also lived at the residence. The friend identified the significant other as Adam Fravel, who is Madeline's kid's dad. Winona police officers met the friend at Madeline's residence located in Winona County, Minnesota. An officer knocked on the door of the residence and looked in the windows, and no one responded. And the officer did not see anyone inside. Shortly thereafter, officers spoke with Madeline's father on the telephone and learned that her family had also not had contact with her that day. The father reported that it was uncharacteristic for Madeline not to have contact with family members or friends. A Winona police officer spoke with Adam Taylor Fravel, date of birth, by telephone. According to Fravel, he had not heard from Madeline since early in the morning, that she was supposed to pick up their children at the Winona daycare after she finished working, but she did not. Fravel stated that he picked up the children at daycare and took them to his parents' residence in Mabel, Minnesota. Later that evening, officers were able to conduct a welfare check inside the Winona residence and determined that no one was inside the residence. So he took the kids, picked them up, and instead of bringing them back to the residence, took them to their mothers. Yeah, that would be a big red flag for me right there. Law enforcement investigators have spoken with the children's daycare provider, who confirmed that both Madeline and Fravel were present when they dropped their children off at daycare on the morning of March 31st, 2023 at approximately 8:05 a.m. The daycare provider also said that Fravel was alone when he picked the children up at the end of the day. On April 1st, 2023, law enforcement investigators obtained a search warrant for the Madeline Fravel residence in Winona. See, that's what I'm saying. That makes no sense. If he was trying to not be in trouble, why'd he take them to his... Man, please, God, don't tell me that we're going to find something happen in that house right there. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I think it tells in here a little bit. But, I'm just, stuck on the fact that, I don't know. I don't know. Let's carry on. The interior of the residence was cluttered, but there did not appear to be an overt signs of a struggle. During the search, law enforcement officers located what investigators later determined to be Madeline's cell phone, jacket, and purse in the residence. Investigators also located a laptop computer that investigators later determined Madeline used to work from home. Investigators later obtained access to the cell phone databases. It was determined that a text message was sent from the cell phone to Madeline's sister on March 31st, 2023 at 8:15 a.m. Investigators noted that there were no subsequent text messages or phone calls from Madeline's phone. Law enforcement investigators had... Lord help me. Law enforcement investigators had follow-up conversations with Adam Fravel on April 1st and April 2nd. Oh, man, hold on a second. I had to fix my phone so I could see messages. During these conversations, Fravel told investigators that he had met Madeline at college in Winona and that they have had an on and off again relationship for the past 7 years. Fravel stated that they have 2 children ages 5 and 2. Fravel indicated that Madeline worked from home and in Rochester, Minnesota. Fravel stated that Madeline would generally travel to Rochester for work on Mondays and Fridays. 5-year-old. Work on Mondays and Fridays. Fravel acknowledged that Madeline was the primary income producer for the family, and she would forward him money electronically to pay the family bills. Fravel acknowledged that recently the relationship was not working, so they decided to separate and were in the process of moving out of their Winona residence. Madeline had been looking at different apartments in the area for her children to live in. Fravel indicated that about 2 weeks ago, Madeline had told him that she had begun a relationship with another man, but that he did not know how long the relationship had been going on. Fravel stated that on Friday, March 31st, 2023, together, he and Madeline dropped their children at daycare at around 8 a.m. and they drove home. Once they arrived, Madeline stated that she had an online meeting and afterwards was going to Rochester for work. He indicated he observed Madeline go downstairs to her home office. Man. Also, during this conversation, Fravel stated he had planned to do property storage runs most of the day. His plan was to travel to his parents' home near Maple, Minnesota, with items he wanted to store at his parents' residence and return to Winona and take items to Midwest Storage, located in Winona. Fravel indicated that prior to leaving for Maple, he had stopped at a gas station near his Winona residence. He said that when he loaded up Madeline's van, he wasn't really paying attention to what he was loading. Probably he left his residence and began driving the van to Maple at approximately 10:15 a.m. God, please don't let this be another Letitia thing. Fravel continued with the following information. Fravel said that when he got to Choice, an area in Fillmore, I would like to live there. I live in Choice. I have a choice to live here. He started thinking about what he was going to do. He said he looked to the rear of the van. He realized the items he had were meant to be stored at the storage unit, not his parents' place. He turned around the driveway of the BAM in Choice and drove back to his residence in Winona. Fravel stated that he did not make any stops on his trip to and from Choice. When he entered the residence, where's that? When he entered the residence, he did not see Madeline. He said he did not notice his car was still home and thought that Madeline... He did not notice his car was... Okay, Madeline may have carpooled to Rochester. Fravel said that he remained at the residence for the remainder of the afternoon. During this time, he texted Madeline but never got a response. Eventually, he went downstairs and Madeline was not there. He said that he texted Madeline regarding picking up the kids and asked about plans for supper. When she did not respond, he decided to pick up the children at daycare and send them to his parents' residence in Maple. Why in the hell wouldn't you drive them back home? Also, during their conversation with Fravel, law enforcement disclosed to Fravel a concerned person report that Fravel told Madeline that if she did not listen up, that she would end up like Gabby Petito. Fravel admitted being infatuated with the Gabby Petito case. Fravel also admitted that he made a statement to Madeline about her ending up like Gabby Petito. Fravel claimed he was trying to make a joke. The Gabby Petito case made national news. It was the story of a 22-year-old woman who went missing. After extensive searches, Petito's remains were found near a park in Wyoming. It was reported Petito died of strangulation. The media also reported that Petito's fiancé claimed responsibility for her death in the notebook. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Investigating officers spoke with a friend of Madeline who indicated that sometime in 2020 or 2021, she was on a video call with Madeline, who was at her Winona residence. Madeline was standing up, holding one of her children and cooking dinner. The friend observed Fravel enter the room and yell at Madeline to keep quiet. Madeline asked Fravel to calm down, and he stated he was not going to calm down and struck Madeline in the face with his hand. It appeared that Fravel was not aware he was being observed on the video call, as when the friend yelled at Fravel over the video, he immediately left the room. The friend told investigators that there were several times during video calls that she observed bruises on Madeline's face. When the friend inquired about the bruises, Madeline would cover them with her sweater. Investigators spoke with a member of Madeline's. During the conversation, family member discussed an earlier incident. Family member said she learned Fravel put his hands around Madeline's throat. The family member went with another person to go get Madeline. The family noted Madeline had a red mark on the side of her neck that day. Pursuant to search warrants, investigating officers conducted forensic extractions on 2 Apple iPhones believed to belong to Madeline. A review of the forensic extractions of these 2 phones revealed Kingsbury as the owner and user. There were messages as well as screenshots of messages between Madeline and Fravel dating back numerous years. One screenshot taken on September 21st, 2021 contained the following iMessage conversations between the Madeline and Fravel. Maddie, you know I'm not really okay with or over the fact that you put your hand around my neck and pushed me down in front of the kids earlier on, so don't. Maddie, not okay with it at all, but especially with them there. Fravel, you'll adjust. Maddie, the fuck I will. Maddie, you do that again without asking me and you go somewhere else. Fravel says, you got it, mother. Maddie says, don't patronize me. That crossed the line. Fravel, then mine. Maddie said, stop. Law enforcement investigators were able to obtain videos from security cameras and motion detection video devices at multiple residences and businesses located in the Winona neighborhood where Madeline Kingsbury and Adam Fravel resided, and along the route Fravel stated he took towards his parents' residence the morning of March 31st, 2023. The videos revealed the following events from March 31st, 2023. Hold on one second, y'all. This is hard to read, for real. I mean, I usually don't do these for this reason here. Okay. My phone had to be put on the charger. So, timeline of March 31st, 2023. 9:44 a.m. Madeline's van is observed in the driveway of the Madeline. Here goes my heart rate. Of the Madeline Fravel residence in Winona, a person in a light-colored coat is observed walking up to the front of the van, bends over, and appears to remove the front license plate of the van. And girl, you're good. I'm the only one here taking. Yeah, I know. Maybe one day I'll have a whole chat full of people. Hopefully. 9:47. The van is still in the driveway, and the same person observing kneeling in front of the van and appears to be reinstalling the license plate. 9:55 a.m. The person wearing a light-colored coat or sweatshirt goes into Madeline's van while it is parked. And yeah, my phone, it keeps saying like retry on my phone, so that's bothering me too, because I want to be able to see the messages and I can't unless I use my phone. So the person wearing a light colored coat or sweatshirt got in Madeline's van at 9:55 a.m. in the driveway. At 10 a.m. the van is no longer at the residence. 10:02 a.m. the van observed parked at the gas station where. Yeah, I haven't read it either. This is it. This is the probable cause affidavit. I sent it to Burden and Docket them myself. I found it and sent it to them. So, yeah, Yeah. And I usually don't do these. 10:31, or no, 10:02 a.m., the van observed parked at the gas station where Fravel said he had gotten gas, and a person wearing a light colored jacket matching the general description Adam Fravel is observed pumping gas. Investigators also noted that license plate on the van matches the license plate registered to the car Fravel normally drives, and not the plate registered to the van. Investigating officers noticed that when they observed the van later in the evening on March 31st and on April 1st, 2023, license plate registered to the van were back on the van. I wonder. Let's take a second. So we got an idiot here who doesn't take the kids back home. Why? Takes them to his parents' house. That's a big red flag. And then you change your license plates after you done said that you thought she carpooled. Why would you? Yeah, I swear to God, people are stupid. I mean, not stupid. I think it's pretty smart of him. Y'all idiots keep doing the shit y'all doing so we can keep catching y'all and put y'all's asses behind bars and under the pins. Thank you. 10:31 a.m. The van observed backed into the driveway at the Madeline Fravel residence and went on them. 11:26. So we got from 10:31 to 11:26. The van is observed driving away from the residence. 11:44 a.m. A van matching the description of Madeline's van observed traveling southbound Highway 43 in the direction of Rushford in Mabel, Minnesota. I know not a thing about Minnesota. Just saying, never been there. All I know is they got a kind of cool accent. I've got friends from there that I was locked up with and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, one of my former bosses when I worked at Best Western, he was from Minnesota. So, changing plates is dumb. If he put his car plate on the van and cops run the plate, they will think it's a stolen plate. Exactly. And he done told them that he thought that she was carpooling. That's what I'm saying. Y'all stupid dum-dums, go ahead and keep doing dumb stuff. For real. I mean, it's dum-dums will do dumb things. The van matching description of Madeline vans are traveling southbound on Highway 43 in Rushford. Wait a minute, ain't that what I just read? 11:44. A van matching. Exactly. 11:44. A van matching the description of Madeline van observed traveling southbound on Highway 43 in the direction of Rushford and Mabel, Minnesota. Okay, it kind of threw me off for a second. 11:56. A van matching the description of Madeline van is observed traveling southbound on Highway 43 in Rushford and in the direction of Mabel. Oh, they got play-by-play on this fool. 11:59. A van matching the description of Madeline's van is observed traveling southbound on Highway 43 south of Rushford in the direction of Choice and Mabel, Minnesota. 12:44 p.m. Approximately 45 minutes later, a van matching the description of Madeline's van is observed on a video from the same location traveling northbound on Highway 43 in the direction of Rushford and Winona. 12:47 p.m. A van matching the description of Madeline's van is observed traveling northbound on Highway 43 in Rushford. 1 p.m. A van matching the description of Madeline's van is observed traveling northbound on Highway 43 and turned east on Winona County Road 12 in the direction of Winona. 1:28 p.m. A van matching the description of Madeline's van is observed in the driveway of her Winona residence. So, from what time was it he left with her? 11:26 a.m. until, I'd say, 12:47, I guess, or whatever, because at 1 p.m. it says the van matching the description of Madeline's van observed traveling northbound on Highway 43 and turned east on Winona County in the direction of Winona. And then at 1:28, a van matching the description of Madeline's van is observed in the driveway of her Winona residence. So, I don't know. I do not know. I had to get up in the helicopter and check that out. The location and stuff. As part of their investigation, law enforcement officers traveled the route Fravel stated he drove on the morning of March 31st, 2023. Investigators noted that with the exception of the 45-minute time period between the time he was observing traveling south of Rushford on Highway 43 and later the same location traveling northbound on Highway 43, the times are consistent with normal expected travel times between the locations. On June 7th, 2023. Okay, let me take a breath here for a second. Man. June 7th, 2023, a deputy with the Fillmore County Sheriff's Office was searching a rural area in Fillmore County next to a public gravel road approximately 1 mile from Highway 43 between Choice and Mabel, Minnesota. Investigating officers learned that this property had been routinely maintained by one or more Bradwell family members. This property was also near the residence of Bradwell's parents. While searching the property, the deputy located human remains in a culvert adjoining the gravel road. The remains had been wrapped in what appeared to be a gray-fitted bedsheet that had been closed with black Gorilla tape. They're out from each other, okay? Investigators noted that during a previous search of Madeline Kingsbury's residence, they observed a roll of black Gorilla tape that appeared to be the same color and width as the tape found on the fitted sheet that Madeline was wrapped in. Investigators also noted the gray fitted sheet appears to be similar to the bedding at the Winona residence. Additionally, the air mattress from the Winona residence was missing a fitted sheet. On top of the air mattress without a fitted sheet were pillows that had gray pillowcases. Human remains were transferred to Southern Minnesota Regional Medical Examiner's Office in Rochester, Minnesota. The medical examiner's office identified the human remains of Madeline Jane Kingsbury, dental records, and tattoos. The medical examiner noted that a knotted towel had been wrapped around Madeline's head and neck. The medical examiner office performed an autopsy. Preliminary autopsy report determined the manner and cause of death as homicide and homicidal violence. Please take note, pursuant to Minnesota Statute 609.49, intentional failure to appear duly scheduled court appearances may result in additional criminal charges in addition to any arrest warrant that may otherwise be issued by the court. Signatures and approvals. Complaint request the defendant subject to bail or conditions of release be arrested or the other lawful steps be taken to obtain defendant's appearance in court or to detain if already in custody pending further proceedings and that said defendant otherwise be dealt with according to law. Complainant declares under penalty of perjury everything stated in this document is true and correct. Minnesota statute. Thomas J. Williams, Chief. Electronic sign. Prosecuting attorney. Finding of probable cause from the above sworn facts and any supporting affidavits or supplemental sworn testimony. Issuing officer had determined that the probable cause exists to support subject to bail or conditions of release for applicable defendant's arrest or other lawful steps be taken to obtain defendant's appearance in court or defendant's detention if already in custody pending further proceedings. Defendant is therefore charged with the above stated offenses. Order of detention. Since defendant is already in custody, I order subject to bail or conditions of release that the defendant continue to be detained pending further proceedings. Bail, it doesn't show on here, but it said it was a $2 million bail. So, that's that. It's hard when you lose somebody, and then when you work in true crime like we do, these cases these cases are really real life. They truly are. I have a picture on my phone I just seen like a couple days ago. As a matter of fact, I was going through my photos of when I was out there looking for Maddie, and I remember in the field I was searching for her, there's culverts out there,
And especially when you're looking for someone who's missing and you're around water, you're going to look for change of color and stuff like that of the water. I know what I went through personally when I was being held against my will. And all the times I thought I was going to die. To know that you're in a fight of your life. These monsters, every single one of them need to pay. Every single one of them. Anyone who attempts or commits these type of actions on anyone, man or woman, child, animal, they're not crazy. I mean, there's a certain type of crazy, yeah, but they are nothing but the boogeyman. That's all they are. It's so fucking sad. It's sad and it pisses me the fuck off when we get these cases. Especially a domestic violence case or the madness needs to stop. I know that we don't live in a perfect world. I know that. I'm sorry you went through that, Stone. I know we do not live in a perfect world. But the world is so much more harsher. It's so much more violent than what it used to be. So much more. It's a damn atrocity. For real. You didn't have a TBI from that, Stone? Being knocked unconscious like that? It didn't cause a traumatic brain injury or nothing? Right here on the side of my face. Right through there. You can see it somewhat. Right there. See how it sinks in right there? That's where I took a 10 iron to my head. That scar right there is actually from a Mountain Dew bottle. My ex-husband, he threw a Mountain Dew bottle from across the parking lot at a hotel. And it struck, the rim of it struck me right there. Right here's my scar from my wire snips over here. Yeah. When I got hit in the head with a 10 iron, I was in active addiction then. I'm not gonna lie, I was in active addiction, and it's probably a damn good thing, to be honest. Because I do know when I lost my memory, but I was awake. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought it, and I was awake. So when I finally did pass out, like a day and a half later from being hit in the head, when I woke up, I was like, what the fuck? I did not know who my boyfriend was at the time. But a part of me, before I fell asleep, I had typed in Google about, I can't remember exactly now how it was, but what are the effects of getting hit, or I guess post-effects or whatever effects of getting hit in the head with a golf club handle. So you should, I mean, y'all know I'm online constantly, right? So sitting there and there's people around me with like phones and this and that, and I had my laptop. I had I had all this stuff, and luckily, I had not signed off of my laptop. It was a fingerprint type thing, on my laptop, on my laptop. So whenever I come to or whatever, and I'm just not really come to, when I'm sitting there trying to figure out who am I, what's going on, who are these people for real? I did not know who they were. When my stepdaughter, my ex-boyfriend's daughter, I called her my daughter. I knew I had a daughter, and I knew I was married, but I knew the man I was with was not my husband, and I'm like, something's not right. It was bad, very, very bad. I had been having seizures real bad again prior to that. It was hell, but I have to say I'm thankful for Google, and I'm thankful for, technology as it is today, because had I not typed that in or whatever, because I remember I went in there and I was like, hey, do you know why it would be in my search? And I mean, it was like whenever I pulled up Google, just pulled it up, it was like right there when I went to type something. Google does, that has a drop down. I was like, why did it say this on my laptop? Why would I, basically, like, why would I be searching that? I knew I was pretty fucked up in the face, because, my eye was swollen. It was bad. It was a bad ordeal. But, I don't even know where I was going with that now. Anyway, it don't matter. These idiots that do this type of shit, they need to be off the street. And Chris, my ex-boyfriend, he had told me, he said he tried to get me to call the police, and I wouldn't. And I'm not. I'm glad I didn't, because in that instance, because he was all I had to help me learn who I was again, and he did. Oh Lord. Whenever there ain't a relationship I haven't been in that hasn't had abuse. I'm gonna be honest. There's there ain't. Hell, I can't even have friends without getting abused. So, but with my husband, I call my federal conspiracy case with my husband. My ex-husband. Let me emphasize that I'm no longer married. Yeah. It's a mess. So I don't really want to harp on it too much, because we've already been 238, and we still have the Trump indictment to do. So, let me see here. I'm gonna get off, because I gotta get off this. I will be really, really depressed if I don't. What is this one? Corey Bigsby. We're gonna jump on real quick. I'm gonna save the indictment for last. I pray you don't ever have to go through another one. I guess because of what happened to me as a kid. When you lose your innocence and shit like that, I guess I thought that's how all things were supposed to be. All relationships were supposed to be. There's been a few. There was a few I've had that I've dated and stuff. All of them are dead now, though. So, yeah. I don't know. I almost don't want. I don't know if I want to do the Trump indictment or not. A lot of other ones are covering it. I do have it, though, in case anyone wants it. And the reason I dropped Nerdy Attic and stuff is because I like Nerdy and even they are cool. Plus, I started flying planes with them back with Kohberger. So, y'all check out his site that I put up there in the chat. Whoa, it says I got 4 people here. Okay. I'm just thinking, all politicians are crooked as fuck. Sorry. Mine started when I was 7. And that was hard to come out on with that one. I did not tell anyone until I got out of prison. I was in the halfway house after I got out of prison in 2013 when I finally broke down and told my stepmom what had happened. But yeah, I don't think we're going to do the Trump indictment. I might, if anybody wants to do that. And if anybody is watching this after the fact, if y'all want to do a thing with the Trump indictment or whatever, I've got it. See, I'll just show you. I got it. It is a 49-page long indictment on, I think it was like a bunch of fucking counts. A bunch. But, if they're going to hand out indictments on President Trump, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Why in the fuck don't they hand one out to Bill Clinton, Bush, back when the boys on the tracks went? Just wondering. Yeah, because I do want to do the 911 calls of the Parkland shooting. I do want to do that. I have not done that yet. But y'all know I cover Corey Bigsby's case, right? I run across this right here. Bam! Number 0623-126. Oh, I guess I need to share the screen. Hold on a second. I'm getting tired. I stay tired, though. All right, here we go. Hold on. But yeah, I'm wondering why they didn't pick up. Hi, babe. Babe Rendo, how are you? First time seeing you in the chat. Hi. We're gonna jump on this real quick. They should have stopped by and picked up Hunter. Corey Bigsby is the father of Cody Bigsby, who went missing. He's back. This is little boy Cody. Little precious thing. Says Hampton, Virginia, Corey on a murder charge in connection to the death of his 4-year-old Cody Bigsby, who is his son, who went missing last year. A June 5th indictment obtained by Court TV and Scripps News Norfolk charges Corey with murder and unlawful transport concealment of a body. Which is right there. He's the one to look. Thank you. Yeah, I'm the closet one. I'm the closet one. A lot of people don't know I have a channel, I guess. But I do. I'm here. So, Cody right here, things since February 2022. Corey. Oh, I was like, what? Nancy Strickland, a friend of mine, she does wear Cody's voice. No relation to the family. She has caught 9 kinds of hell over this case for raising awareness and stuff. I'm not sure. Hold on a second. What about now? What about now, Stone? Because you got to keep in mind, I'm having to play around on this channel right here for a second, so it's going to be, yeah. Let's see here. We'll just do it like this. Custody since they were 22 on charges of child abuse and neglect. And well, we're just going to play.
Information with News 3 within the last hours. News 3.
Well, we're just going Right. Play, so hold on.
Morning, a major update in a case we've been following here now.
Corey Bigsby, the father of missing Ham Cody Bigsby, has been indicted on murder charges related to his son's disappearance and death.
Sources close to the kitchen with News 3 within the last 24 hours. Reporter Petty Commit, who's been covering the very beginning, is back live and this.
Blaine, being out here when little Cody first missing a year and a half, and it's kind of crazy. A little bit of these court cases that all have doing, we might actually have it happen to little. This remembrance site for Cody Bigsby has grown just within the last announced. We have new flowers that were put out here. Like I remember January of 2022. So again, like a year and a half ago, and it still stands. It just shows you how much the community has been impacted here. And so just yesterday, let me bring you up to speed. Just yesterday, sources close to this case have confirmed with News 3 that Corey Bigsby, the father of Cody.
Okay. Is it better whenever I just read it and don't switch the screen? Okay. What the heck they got going on outside? No wonder I can't build my channel up. Freaking internet's stupid. Hi. Hi. Johnny, it's not here. Y'all hear me now? Put a 1 SO. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the hell they're doing out there. Okay. So instead of sharing the screen, I'm going to read this indictment.
And it never fails. I don't care. I mean, I could understand. I could understand if I was running off the restaurant's internet, people passing by or whatever, it'd be messed up or whatever. I hate, nobody get Cricket Wireless. They are the biggest damn joke in the world. They are. I've cussed them. I cuss them every month. Every month. But I don't have good credit, and I don't have that type of money, so I can't just go get another thing or whatever. It's fucking aggravating. Ugh. However, though, I do believe if I was a little bit closer to the restaurant, because before I got my TV, just recently, I have a Roku now. Yay! I could pick up the restaurant internet somewhat on good days. Knowing my luck, since I'm up working again now, I probably can't. But yeah, I was able to for a minute. So, let's see here real quick. Oh, please. Because you was able to understand me a while ago, right? Hello. Alright, so number 0623-126, Virginia, and the Circuit Court for the City of Hampton, June 5th, 2023, the grand jury charges that on or June 18th, 2021, in said city, Corey Jamar Bigsby Sr. did unlawfully and feloniously transport, secret, conceal, or alter a dead body as defined in those statute things with malicious intent to prevent detection of an unlawful act or to prevent the detection of death in the matter of cause of death and violation of the code of ended. That's what I'm saying. What time is it? Because, see, I probably won't have high-speed internet on my phone or whatever tomorrow. It just happens like that. I mean, I could go outside and do it. Yeah. What are you looking at me that way for? I'm going to try and see how that goes, and if it doesn't, then, restream. Alright, so this was at 18.2-323.02, so he's been charged in whatever that is. So. Oh, okay, so we got a charge of felonious transport, tampering with the body, prevent detection. Okay. And then right here, number 0623-125, Virginia, in the Circuit Court for the City of Hampton, June 5th, 2023, the grand jury charges that on or about June 18th, 2021, the said city. Oh, it's almost been a year, too. Oh, wait, happy anniversary, Corey. You're going to prison. Because it is said that Corey Jamar Bigsby Sr. unlawfully and feloniously did kill and murder Cody Bigsby in violation of whatchamadoodle of the Code of Virginia, amended Virginia Code 18.2-32, witness sworn in the court and sent to the grand jury to give evidence. That's another indictment down. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me stop this real quick. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so for a second, I'm going to try to switch over here to the Parkland shooting thing. Trigger warning drop. I'm going to take this. And then we're going to do this. Oh, yeah, his goose is cooked. He might as well ask for a cocktail in that mental hospital he in and just say, night, night. Alright, so y'all please hold. I'm going to take and have to hopefully get us right there. I'm hoping. And remember, it takes it a few moments to buffer. All right, y'all, please hold. All right, y'all, please hold. Don't turn. What? What? Come here. Come here. What? Come here. Come here, mommy. Come here. Come here. Big old. I got you. 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 I'm about dropped it. Mommy about dropped it you. Okay, y'all. Give me 1 second here. About got y'all back here with me. I think. I do. Can y'all hear me? I can hear me a little in my echo on the other one, but I'm not going to do the Parkland shooting tonight. Just, I mean, it's just a compilation of the 911 calls and stuff like that. We've been live for 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 20 some odd seconds. I'm aggravated. For real, I get aggravated with it. Someone should not have to take and have 14 devices going just so they can do a live stream. Very, very aggravating. So, and plus, Mr. Johnny just decided to get up and give himself to eat. He's real fragile right now. So, I want to thank y'all for showing up with me. Yeah, Big Rendo, it does buffer. My internet's a piece of shit. My life's a piece of shit sometimes. But, I think me and Mr. Johnny Kosh are going to get off of here. And that's the first time I've used my English accent in a long time. We're going to get off of here. I think I'm going to go outside and see what's going on. I might just look out the window instead, because I don't even like going outside if he can't go. Michelle who? I want to know. No, I probably don't need to know, because I'll be getting mad as hell with people. But I do appreciate y'all for being here. It means a lot to me. Gives me a reason to get to do my makeup. So you can see it a little bit better now. So yeah. Anyhow, I don't know. I might fix me something to eat. To be honest, I'm a little hungry. I might go and fix me some beef tips or something. I had a meatloaf sandwich last night, so I might make some beef tips and rice tonight. Yeah, kick back and find something to watch on TV. I love y'all. Thank you once again, Stone. Thank you for being a trooper and going through this with me. I mean, had it not been for my internet and stuff, we might could have shaved off probably about 40 minutes. So, appreciate it. If anyone wants documents that I have, shoot me an email. I'll drop my email on there real quick. Have it run across. I said this earlier. I'm not monetized. Every little penny helps. So, if you can, send help. I mean, if you can't, I understand. I know I'm greatly appreciative of those that can donate the memberships and stuff. I was able actually to do that last month in one of the chats I was in. One of the chats I really like, Tracy. Kind of miss watching trials with her though, man. That was Letitia Stout's trial. That was a hell of a trial to go through. But all right, there's my email address in case anybody wants any of the documents I have. You can email me. Things like that. Remember, you are important. You matter. And to someone, somewhere, they're looking forward to seeing you smile. So please don't ever give up. I have to remember that a lot. If you're in a domestic violence situation, please seek help. They've come out with a lot of things nowadays where you can actually contact authorities and get help. Just please be safe. Please be strong. Be real. Be you. And I love all y'all. Spread the word. Not all of my lives go to acting goofy. Like I said, I'm using Restream now, so yeah, I will be trying the next time with StreamYard. Next nice day outside or whatever, I might go out there and do a live outside whenever Johnny gets to feeling better. I did do a quick live last week with him. He really wasn't eating or nothing, and I told him, I said, if you'll eat, Mommy will take you outside. Took a little joker outside, boy. He tried to jet for me, for real. But anyway, y'all stay true, stay real, raise the awareness. If you see something, say something. Be genuine. Love y'all. Bye.